What's up, Ketchup crew? Welcome to the weekly Ketchup on YouTube, where we bring you the biggest news of the week in movies and TV. And this week, we're taking a look at what we already know about Jurassic World Dominion and what we could expect in a Sonic the Hedgehog sequel. Plus, we're handing out Golden Tomato Awards for our fan vote categories. So let's do this. It's time to get prehistoric because the official title for Jurassic World 3 has been revealed and production has begun. So let's take a look at what we already know about the movie right now on the Ketchup. The third and final installment in the Jurassic World reboot/sequel trilogy is scheduled for a June 2021 release, and now it officially has a title courtesy of director Colin Trevorrow on Twitter, and it's called Jurassic World Dominion. And if you're wondering what Dominion means, because I literally had no idea, thankfully Chris Pratt saved us a trip to dictionary.com with an Instagram post that contains the word's meaning. Plus, he used it in a sentence writing, quote, "Man's attempt to establish dominion over nature." If you still haven't caught on, in this case, nature means dinosaurs, and he totally pulled that sentence from dictionary.com.
What could go wrong?
Dominion will round out the trilogy that includes Trevorrow's fresh Jurassic World from 2015 and director J.A. Bayona's not-so-fresh Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom from 2018. Although that one did make $1.3 billion, hence another film. But really, another fitting title for this new one could have been Jurassic Park 6, as it will bring together the three original stars from 1993 certified fresh first film, Jurassic Park. Cue the theme song. That was totally my ringtone forever. Now, Jeff Goldblum, wait, can we get the right picture up here for this part? That's better. Jeff did make a cameo in Fallen Kingdom, and both Sam Neill and Laura Dern were in 2001's Jurassic Park 3, but they haven't all been together since the original. And this time they'll join the franchise's current stars, Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard. Also returning from past Jurassic films are Joseph Mazzello, the kid from the 90s movies, along with B.D. Wong and his evil scientist character, Omar Sy, and Jake Johnson, you know, for a little comic relief.
It's in the cave.
As far as where this film could go with the story, it's unclear at this time if they will actually move away from the formula of introducing yet another, bigger, more lethal dinosaur, but after all, that has worked in the past.
Probably not a good idea.
But to get a little more specific, Trevorrow has described Dominion as a science thriller. Dallas Howard said it will bring the entire saga together, and Pratt suggested in an interview with MTV News that the film will have a little bit of a time jump after the events of Fallen Kingdom, where dinosaurs were let loose in the United States. And to help fill in that gap between films is last year's Battle at Big Rock. It was a short film from Trevorrow and co-writer Emily Carmichael, the same writing team for Dominion. You can actually find the 10-minute film on YouTube, which features a family whose camping trip is rudely interrupted by an epic dinosaur battle. Don't you just hate when that happens? Plus, it gives us a look at what humans and dinosaurs coexisting actually looks like, and let's just say I'm happy I don't have to dodge a Triceratops on the way to work, you know?
This is my power, and I'm using it to protect my friends.
Well, friends, after one complete redesign and a couple $100 million at the box office, Sonic the Hedgehog is officially a hit. And with all the gold rings pointing to a sequel, let's talk about what we could see in a round 2 right now on the Ketchup. Sonic the Hedgehog is currently fresh at 64% on the Tomatometer with a muy impressive audience score of 93%. And after earning the best opening ever for a video game movie, Sonic's worldwide box office total has now sped through 200 million, and it's still going.
Go on about how amazing I am.
That success, paired with a couple of mid-credit scenes from the movie, most likely means a sequel, or better yet, a movie franchise, is no doubt in the works from Paramount, right? FYI, there are spoilers ahead, so beware. When it comes to what we can expect from a sequel, the first thing would be, thankfully, hopefully, more Jim Carrey.
Blah, 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 blah.
In the first mid-credit scene at the end of Sonic, Carrey's Dr. Robotnik is seen 87 days later on the Mushroom Planet, and looking much more like the villain we know and love from the video game. And from what Jim told us when we talked to him a while back, he's excited about where the character is headed.
Well, he's gonna evolve, you know? The plans to evolve him is really cool.
And the other mid-credit scene introduced us to none other than Miles Prower, aka Tails. The pilot and mechanical prodigy is a friend and sidekick to Sonic and is always flying around with that awesome double tail. And he just so happened to show up in the sequel to the original Sega Genesis video game, so it's like sequel kismet. But really, we all saw this coming, right? And exactly why Tails showed up and is in such a hurry to find Sonic, along with what Dr. Robotnik has planned next, could very well be driving storylines in a potential sequel.
Awesome.
Another character we could see pop up is fan favorite Knuckles from the 3rd and 4th Sonic Sega games. A scene from early in the movie showed Sonic fleeing to Earth after an attack by a tribe of echidnas, which is the same species as Knuckles. Coincidence? Nah. And based on what we know, a storyline similar to the games where Knuckles was originally pitted against Sonic by Dr. Robotnik before they joined forces to take on the villain would definitely make sense here, right? I know you can't talk back, but drop a comment so I'm not up here talking to myself. Plus, if this does become a film franchise, we gotta think, or at least hope, that Shadow the Hedgehog will make an appearance at some point. The arch-rival to Sonic was created by Dr. Robotnik as the ultimate life form, and it seems like the perfect opportunity to get another megastar into the VO booth. Now, speaking of cast, along with Carrie's interest in returning, Ben Schwartz, who is the voice of Sonic, has said that he is definitely on board, especially if the studio finally uses his version of the classic Sega Genesis startup, which he recently did just for us.
Sega.
There will no doubt be some new faces or voices as well, like The Rock. I mean, after his name was referenced in a trailer back in December, The Rock tweeted out his love for the Sonic character, and he was offered a cameo from the film's director, Jeff Fowler, on the spot, because you know that's what happens when you're rich and famous. That cameo never happened, but if fans on Twitter get their way, I mean, The Rock will be joining the franchise as Knuckles, and we all know what happened last time fans got together to request a change for this movie.
I have no idea.
And it's worth noting that Tails was voiced at the end of the movie by Colleen O'Shaughnessy, who currently does the character in the Sonic video game world. But with a big budget sequel, recasting with a bigger name could be a possibility.
I can't get any work done on my matter transporter with all these distractions.
And while a sequel is not yet confirmed, and therefore no production schedule has been set, it is fun to speculate that the untitled animation project on Paramount's schedule for July 22nd, 2022 could very well become Sonic 2. Just trying to put two and two together here. That's a lot of twos.
Good time.
And now, back to the 21st Annual Golden Tomato Awards. Here's your host, Naz Perez.
Well, we made it, friends. After weeks of voting for the Golden Tomato Award fan categories, the results are in and the suspense is killing me. So let's take a look at the golden winners right now on the Ketchup. Kicking things off is the fan favorite film of 2019, and no, it's not Parasite swooping in for the steal, it's Avengers Endgame. The certified fresh blockbuster has an audience score of 90%, and thanks to the audience's money, it went on to become the highest grossing film of all time. That's a lot of money. Bringing an entire saga to a close isn't easy, especially in this day and age where everyone hates everything, but overall fans were pretty happy with its conclusion. Plus, the film helped set up the MCU's highly anticipated Phase 4, which runs through 2021 and includes 6 more feature films and a number of new TV series on Disney+, to which I say, hallelujah.
Before we're done, we still have one promise to keep.
And speaking of Disney+, the fan favorite TV show of last year was The Mandalorian. The certified fresh 8-episode season has a very impressive audience score of 93%, and I'm pretty sure the internet's favorite meme, Baby Yoda, has a lot to do with that. There are a number of other characters in The Mandalorian that fans just can't get enough of as well, like Taika Waititi's IG-11, Nick Nolte's Queel, he has spoken, and of course Jason Sudeikis as Bike Scout Trooper number 1. Didn't know about that one, did ya?
I'm telling you to get out of here.
As far as the fan favorite actor category, this was pretty much a two-way race between Joaquin Phoenix and Adam Driver, with Joaquin taking home the Golden Tomato in the end. Unlike Driver, Phoenix only had one credit to his name for 2019, but it was a big one. I mean, his portrayal of Arthur Fleck in Joker won him all kinds of awards, including an Oscar, and now this. Can I personally deliver this one to him?
No.
Try. And when we broke down some of the top nominees for this category in a past episode, David on Facebook said, Joaquin Phoenix actually gave me chills with that Joker cackle, to which I say, same David, same. When it comes to the fan favorite actress category, Scarlett Johansson didn't just win, she had the most lopsided victory of anyone, earning 4 times more votes than the next closest actress. But it's not surprising because she slayed 2019. I mean, we saw ScarJo in the previously mentioned Avengers Endgame, and then she went on to star in both Marriage Story and Jojo Rabbit, earning Best Actress and Supporting Actress Oscar nominations for those performances. Her first Oscar noms ever, and she got nommed twice. I'm gonna start saying nommed. And guess what? She could very well be winning this award again next year because her own Black Widow Marvel movie will be here on May 1st.
So we're gonna talk like grown-ups?
And finally, for the first time in 21 years of doing the Golden Tomato Awards, it is time to hand out the Golden Year Award! The Golden Year Award. This is a big deal, you guys. This one honors people who appeared in or created some of the year's best movies and TV shows, and the winner is Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves here. I'd like to thank Rotten Tomatoes and the Golden Tomato Awards, and my thanks to you, the fans, for the Golden Year Award. That's pretty cool. A little wacky, but very cool. Thank you.
His 2019 credits include the certified fresh trio of John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum, which also killed at the box office, plus Toy Story 4 as the amazing Duke Kaboom, and Netflix's Always Be My Maybe. And let's not forget, as Christoph on Facebook pointed out, Keanu became a legend this year thanks to the internet, and also he brought his mom to the Oscars, so he deserves this award. And while Keanu's 2020 is also shaping up to be pretty big with projects like Bill and Ted Face the Music and the SpongeBob movie, we're all just pretty much waiting for Keanu Day on May 21st, 2021. I'll bring the confetti and my 7-layer dip.
I'm made out of sage and I am a sage.
All right, friends, thank you for tuning into the Weekly Ketchup on YouTube. Make sure to tap that subscribe button and notification bell. You know what to do, so you don't miss any future episodes of the show. As always, I'm Naz Perez, and we'll see you next week.